In the depths of the vast desert, far from prying eyes, stands an old towering palace surrounded by legends and mystery. The abandoned palace is known among the locals as the Palace of Horror. It is said that this palace once belonged to an ancient prince who lived there with his family before they were struck by a mysterious tragedy. Locals say that the prince was obsessed with black magic and dealing with hidden forces. On a dark night, the prince and his family were found murdered in horrifying ways throughout the palace. Since that night, all the palace's servants vanished, and no one has dared to approach it. But curiosity drove a young man named Khaled to explore the palace, as he loved horror stories and wanted to prove they were just myths. Khaled gathered his friends and decided to spend a night in the haunted palace. They brought cameras and sound recording equipment to document any supernatural phenomena. The friends entered the palace at sunset and delved into its depths amidst the darkness. As they progressed further into the palace, the cold intensified and the air became thick and eerie. Suddenly, they heard strange sounds resembling whispers coming from the abandoned rooms. The doors began closing on their own, and the lights flickered on and off randomly. One of the friends, named Fard, felt a cold hand grip his shoulder. He turned quickly, but saw nothing. The friends started to panic, but Khaled insisted on continuing the exploration. They reached a large room said to have been the prince's chamber. Suddenly the walls began to bleed, and loud screams filled the air. Distorted ghosts appeared, surrounding the friends. They tried to escape, but the doors slammed shut as if controlled by an unseen force. In that moment, Khaled realized that what was happening was no myth. Dark, real forces ruled the palace. They all started screaming for help, but no one heard them. They all disappeared that night, and no trace of them was ever found. Since then, the palace has grown even more terrifying and mysterious, and people avoid going near it. It is said that the spirits of Khaled and his friends still wander within its walls, warning anyone who thinks of entering the haunted palace.